Hey guys, Infidel 1258 here. Today I want to talk to you about daily rank rewards, which include SPS, and actually what could 2 SPS a day from this game over 4 years mean for you? And that leads us into a conversation around the importance of validator nodes. So if SPS or validator nodes or daily rewards interest you, you definitely want to stick around and stay tuned, like and subscribe. Also guys, check out the shop. I've got some TNA merch up there for sale now for the first time ever. And some of it's amazing. I've got a big order in. If you're interested, check that out on my YouTube channel under store. Okay guys, have an amazing day. God bless. Oh, nice. We got some. Do we have some chests here to claim? Some diamond chests.
All right, let's see what I'm winning.
Sometimes, oh, they are here too. Sometimes it says I've got 9, but you guys know how if you do run a bot, the bot will check it, and so there's a window of time where they might go unchecked, but they also can be checked, and so I sometimes see that there's 9, and then I find that there's actually nothing. The other day, yesterday, I did like a 2-minute video where I had 14 gold chests and I got 2 SPS, and I said to myself, if I could get 2 SPS every single day for the rest of, the bear market, like check back in 4 years, and I get 2 SPS every day, 750, 800 SPS a year. And I know I'll get more than that because frankly, I got 800 SPS last end of season. So there will be times where you get like a tremendous amount of SPS. But my point is, if all I got was 2 SPS every day for 4 years, I think you'd have a meaningful amount of money there, because I really think in 4 years we can actually imagine $1 SPS, and 800 SPS a year, 4 years, 3,600, 3,200 SPS, $3,200 US for playing a video game. For 4 years, that I personally, and maybe you guys, I think you would agree, would play even if you didn't get paid, thousands of dollars. But how crazy is that we could actually get paid thousands of dollars? And I don't think I'm being, I don't know, I don't think I'm like blowing smoke or exaggerating. I think that's like a relatively reasonable outlook. The 2 points: one, that you get 2 SPS a day if you're playing in gold or diamond. You got to be up at the higher levels. You can't get that. I was talking to 3 people in gold today at Splinterlands TV in the chat, and they were all saying they're getting about half of an SPS per win. And you can win 10 battles a day. That's 5 SPS. Plus you get the loot chests from your daily grind. And if you get 2 there. So I feel like 2 a day is nothing. I really honestly believe if you're playing in gold, you could get, 7 a day or 10 a day, and then the other question, could it be $1? I really think it could. Jim, do you have anything before I open these? Do you have any comment on that? Like, I really think what I'm saying is reasonable. Do you think I'm just like, am I just a fanboy here and I'm just like drank the Kool-Aid or what?
I mean, we know that after 4 years, there's not going to be any more, well, I guess 5 years. There's not going to be any more SPS just being thrown out there for free, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we also know that there's going to be ways to be eating up SPS. I will not be a part of those ways because I don't want any of my SPS being eaten up.
I know, right?
And so I already think that it's going to go up in value, especially with Splinterlands. Not so much just being a good company for their self, mm-hmm. right? Mm-hmm. In terms of Splinterlands.
Yeah. Also
branching out into other things as well, trying to find that next upcoming company or game as well.
Yeah.
So, I think with them getting behind that as well, that's just going to be better overall for us. And I could easily see $1 SPS again.
Yeah. Yeah. Gathering the Magic's popping in there. He says, I think we'll go well above $1 with all the partnerships and future partnerships and the games that will be released in the next few years.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Butters was commenting that he's going to get he figures he's going to get 50 a day because of the node. And that's interesting too. Like if you got 2 a day from your dailies, which I think is very reasonable. And then you got, I think it's reasonable to say 10 at the end of your season if you're in gold or above, in the last loot chest from your gold or above, plus 5 a day for your rank battles. I feel like that's 150, 210, probably 250 from just your daily, seasons, and rank battle. Then there's also staking rewards, 33% staking rewards. Then there's also land plot SPS payouts that some of us are going to enjoy. And then there's node SPS payouts that some of us are going to enjoy. And it's so true. Like, 2 a day is very easy. And so, I mean, I think it's fair to say, even if you're fighting at silver, it's possible to pull together 2 a day. And if if some of these people out here just want to talk about, well, it's got to happen now, or it's not even worth talking about. And I just want them to hear and believe that if you aim at 4 years down the road, as opposed to 4 weeks down the road, you have a totally different target available to you that could be life changing. And that's where that sort of opportunity really grows, not in the days, weeks, months, but in the year time frame.
Mm-hmm. You can make a little bit of money, a good amount of money during a bull run, but during a bear market, you keep investing. That is when you have life-changing money at that point.
Totally. So true. And I've said before on my channel, like, the time of playing the game for the most profit is actually when the bear market is on. Yes, you're right about the investment side of things too. Like, that's where the real multiplications can happen. But it's interesting because it also is true in the playtime, because like, it's so easy when the rewards are 1 penny, 2 pennies, half a penny. When the SPS is worth 5, 6, 7 cents, it's so easy to just say, you know what, today I'm going to skip it. I'm not going to play. And every day that I did that 3 years ago, 4 years ago, is a loss, like such a massive loss. Like, I got cards out there that are worth $5,000 now through daily rank play, like that gold foil Ruler of the Seas that I've told you guys I earned through rank play, given to me for free. And it's like a $5,000 card now. Like, there were days where I didn't play. And it's such, in hindsight, that inattention cost me something. And so people should be focusing in not just on like investment opportunity now in the bear market, looking for cards to buy so they can see that multiplication, but actually just investing the time and making sure you're playing your dailies. And if you can't, using Splintermate or Arc Mage, because those are reasonable, technically proficient, let's say. Like, they're not excellent, but proficient means like what, good enough, right? Or does it mean really, really excellent? I forget.
I would tend to think proficient is you're really good at it.
They're satisfactory is what I mean to say. They're satisfactory, and they're going to get you rewards. And on those days where you couldn't play otherwise, let it go. But when you can focus in, that's great. So without further ado, let's get some of these here and see what we get. Oh, right off the bat.
Oh my goodness. Oh, beauty.
Yeah.
Dude, he's so good.
He is, dude. The neutral with the reflection shield, it's so great that you have an option that you can slip in there for any splinter, because everybody's got a taunt monster, and blue is the only one with 2 taunt monsters right now. I found out the other day.
They brewed in Kraken.
Yeah, I thought everybody had 1 until I checked it out on the map there the other day. Kinjo's so good. I mean, he's even like, what's his kit look like a little bit higher? I actually don't know. I have him maxed, but I don't know what he does. So we got the reflection shield camo. We got immunity, which is great in those poison. So he's a little guy, but he's gonna be just fine back there. Slow, which is always so helpful, and then amplify. Oh man,
especially for 2 mana.
Yeah,
it's so good.
This guy's a beast for what he's offering at that mana cost. Like, he's a major support monster. He's hidden. He's immune. He's reflection shield immune. Like, he literally is indestructible until the taunt monster or the thing in front of it goes down. Like, hang on a second. I think maybe there's one way he could die in like the back, because remember, if you have if there's a trample monster and the rule set is sneak, and if they sneak attack onto a trample monster, if there's some scenarios where your trampler will identify, like they shouldn't maybe, but they do, they find the camouflage monster and kill it. Even though maybe they shouldn't be allowed to. That might be a mistake, but it happens occasionally when the rule set is like trample and sneak attack or something like that, if I recall correctly. But he's pretty well indestructible, and he's offering really significant support in form of slow and amplify for 2 mana, and then he's just pretty well safe back there, which is he's also giving blast protection. Man, he's so good.
Yep, really strong card.
And then let's see what else. Ever Hungry Skull. This is a card that I really enjoy, and I think it's funny how inexpensive it is, but it's super cheap. So I've been buying the gold foil copies of it. Look at that, three right there. This one too, super cheap, and I use this card a lot. I don't know about you guys, but I use the Heatsmith a lot. Do you guys use that Heatsmith?
Dude, someone in the live stream was saying that Heatsmith is the worst card in the game. I'm like, are you crazy?
No way.
Now, I don't think it's a ridiculously amazing card, but I know it's not the worst card in the game at all.
Yeah, I mean, I like it a lot. I mean, for 3 mana, it's essentially a full tank. It has 8 hit points at the highest levels with 4 armor and 4 hearts, and because of the void, it's not like a one-shot kill situation, and it has amplify, which is and thorn. So it's I think it's an amazing either a snipe kind of shield, or in a low mana match I'll put it in the first position sometimes, or a sneak attack shield. I'll put it in the rear. And then if I do that, I'll make sure I'm taking advantage of the amplify he's bringing by either putting more Thorns monsters out there or more Magic Reflect monsters out there. Let's see. Twilight Basilisk. I think this is a very strong second tank, and I love that he's 4 mana.
Yeah, he gets a whole lot better once you get him in gold.
Good amount of potions. I always need those. There's another. Look at this. I'm shooting for 2 a day. I'm going to get 7 here, or not, maybe even 8. Oh, nice. So, I mean, I really believe that even at silver, I think it's very reasonable to imagine you get 2 a day. And I think it's very modest to imagine that the SPS is one day going to be worth $1. I think Gathering the Magic is probably right. 3 is possible, maybe more. Dollars per SPS. I really think that. And so then it's like, it could literally be thousands of dollars. How would you like $5,000 to play a video game for the next 4 years for half an hour a day when you see fit and want to, and by the way, it'll entertain you. Like, it's so crazy.
Dude, if SPS ever goes to like $3, I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I don't even know what I would do. I feel like I would sell it before it even got to that point. Yeah,
that's possible, right? That's the thing about riding that wave. It eventually gets to a place where you're so tantalized that so like people say, oh man, you're so lucky if you bought Bitcoin when it was like $3,000. Well, everybody, or even $3 or 3 cents, like people who had it then didn't hold it till it was 20 grand or 60 grand. They sold, forever ago when it went up 10 times or 100 times, like, which is what we all do. We can't, once you get like, you put $1,000 in, it turns into 100 grand, you think to yourself, holy cow, I could lose 100 grand. Now you feel like you own that 100 grand. You no longer say to yourself, I have $1,000 because that's what you put in. You feel I have 100 grand and it could go to 0, and that would be really devastating. And that's why we take off the table. We take something off the table.
Yeah. The other thing I was also thinking about, if SPS ever goes to that amount, like $1, $3, imagine what tranche we're going to be at for nodes. I feel like nodes could just instantly go up to like 10K, 20K.
Yeah.
It could even be in the final one. Who knows?
Yeah, I think that's a great point. Because the node pricing is in some sense the node sales are dependent on asset prices because you get paid with the assets by holding the node. And so people should buy up all the nodes if the SPS and the vouchers for are growing into like that wild kind of into that sort of those crazy levels. And what do you think about this first of all before I go any further? Maybe I want to probably put Grum in the first position because he's got void armor or voice shield, and it's possible that my opponent will put a magic monster in the first position. It's possible, but I kind of find that unlikely. Scorched Fiend is going to be targeted because he's little, so I'll just put him in the front.
Yeah. Yeah. Regardless, I don't think it's a bad idea.
Yeah. Give that a shot. But yeah,
he's gonna anyway.
Oh, blast the Joker. We used to be in the same guild. Man. Max level Yoden is a card I do wish I had.
Oh, you got this.
You think?
Honestly, I don't know.
The blast damage is so nasty, and the retaliate. Like, so if we start hitting that Forgotten One and he's retaliating on me, I'm gonna be in trouble.
I think you have like more burst damage output, but because like look at because his wide dude isn't hitting like too hard, but his guys are very tanky.
Yeah, and he's got two people with Vulture, or I mean Scavenge. Yeah, the blast damage is landing hard, and I think I did 2 demoralizes, but it just wasn't nearly enough. And then he's retaliating on me with his. This is a matchup that you don't want to be in. Like Grum doesn't beat Forgotten One, and Grum's a legendary, and Forgotten One's an epic, and that's one of those things where it's interesting how powerful that. Wow, if I did win that, I would have got tons of RP. Look, he's 500 RP ahead of me, 400 RP ahead of me. Some cards are not necessarily, their rarity is not indicative of their effectiveness. Let's see what's going on in the chat. And I'd love to talk, Jim, maybe more about nodes. You just kind of were poking at nodes there a little bit. Do you have any? There's like new excitement around that. Were you talking about before we started? Do you want to maybe buy one more?
Yeah, I was looking to reallocate some funds in game so I could get another validator node. The only thing is I wouldn't be buying it from Splinterlands. I'd be going to the secondary market to pick it up because I want to say they're never mind. I'm not saying anything about it because last time I talked about nodes live, all right, 1,300 of them sold out real quick. I'm not talking about nodes ever again, Dwayne.
That's funny. That's it. Maybe we should talk about Chaos Legion packs then, because we want those to sell out. Look how close they are, guys. Chaos Legion packs are. Well, look, 100 of them sold while have been hanging out, guys. We are literally 4,998 away. It's possible it happens like right while we're live, and that how cool would it be if this happened and we could collect our Yaseks while we're live? That'd be cool.
Dude, I'd love to get my JSK right now.
Yeah.
Come on.
Ooh, this is a good comment. Anything else on nodes that you wanted to say? No, you want to be quiet on that topic? That's fair.
I'm just kidding. Guys, it's the nodes right now are like you can get it for like $2,000 to 2,100, maybe 22, depending on what people would be selling it to you for. But like that is so cheap, especially now when you're comparing it to the 5K or the 2,500 with the vouchers.
How do you buy them?
License?
Yeah, but like, licenses. Can you not? I see. I got you.
That's under license.
Gotcha.
So see that one that sold less than 2K.
Dude, very reasonable. Because
I know
this is like less than purchase price, right? Like currently purchase price is 3.
It's 5K right now, which then you cut in half with that 500 vouchers. I want to say 60 cents each.
$300.
So 300, yeah, plus the 25, 28 you're looking at pretty much.
Wow. That's
$2,800.
a very significant discount.